Talking Gotham. 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 Talking Gotham.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam. Welcome to Talking Gotham. This is Talking Gotham episode 53. This is the third to last episode and the second to last regular episode of this show, because we've only got 4 more episodes left, and then Gotham. Crazy to think about, but here we are. But because we are so close to being done, we're only covering 2 episodes this week. And joining us as always from 3D Movie Cinema is Jacob Collins. Joining us is his cool hoodie. Show that hoodie off.
Oh yeah, Hulk from Brand New Day. Makes me want to go get the Hulk gloves and do some monster mashing. Do you seen Deadpool when you get the weapons?
Mind your walls. Matt Wyatt, how are you?
I'm doing good. And since I was an idiot that I accidentally watched 3 episodes that were supposed to cover 2 episodes, so I'm a moron. It was a force of habit.
No, it's really fine. But like I said,
that's garbage.
Well, I think it's fine, unlike someone else here. But
And by the way, I was looking at the intro before we started that. I was looking, and look how much we have changed since that freaking from the intro. Because like looking at it, I'm like, you got Twink Batman over here, then you got Beardo. He says freaking Two-Face, and then you got Fat Riddler. So it's like, look how different all 3 of us look compared to those images. I was like, all 3 of us are like, just like Ryan, so like thin and everything, looking like Batman. Then you got Matt over here with a giant beard, looking like Two-Face. And then you got me as like Fat Riddler, and I'm just like, wow. I was like, look how bad those images. I just think how different those images are compared to now. Like it's like, wow.
time flies when you're having fun. But like I said, we're covering 2 episodes this week. We're covering 2 episodes next week, and then is the series finale, which we'll be doing watch-along style. And I'll keep saying it just as a big old programming note that after Gotham is done in 2-3 weeks' time, all the Talking Family shows will be moving from this channel over to Small Zero, and starting with the new show the show that we started and we're going to be finishing over there. We'll be doing it over there. So just a heads up going forward. And this is your cue to subscribe to Small Zero. We're live every Friday covering movie news, trailers, just previewing this week. The trailer for Primetime, the Chris Hansen movie, is supposedly supposed to drop as of this recording. It has not dropped yet, but it's going to be. We got a Violent Night trailer. We got a lot of stuff. So be on the lookout for all that. Subscribe to us over there. We do watch parties. We're going to be doing all the Talking family of shows over there. So be on the lookout in just a couple weeks' time. But with that out of the way, let us dive in. This is season 5, episode 8, called Nothing.
He is now in lockdown. Shoot her!
The episode aired on February 28th, 2019. As Cobblepot and Enigma work on building the submarine, they are approached by Cobblepot's accountant, Arthur Penn, who survived his near-death experience at Haven. However, Penn suffers from a split personality embodied by the ventriloquist dummy Scarface. Say hello to my little friend! Leading to a confrontation that results in Penn's death. Bruce and Alfred track down a missing man in the sewers and rescues him from a hybrid human who was mutated by Jeremiah's chemicals. When 2 former GCPD officers are murdered by shapeshifting Indian Hill escapee, Jane Cartwright, aka Jane Doe, Gordon discovers she is linked to Bullock's early years as a GCPD with Dix, his old partner. After Jane kills Dix, Bullock tracks her down and is forced to kill her. A guilt-ridden Bullock then confesses that he and the victims unethically forced Jane to incriminate her mother for killing her abusive father, and Gordon tells him he cannot offer forgiveness.
So I was so ready for Matt's reaction to
He texted me.
Scarface
He
because
texted me the second he saw that.
as soon as that dummy showed up, I was just like, Matt's gonna either tolerate this or despise this.
Let's see what Matt, what do you think of the puppet Scarface showing up and all the Riddler thing on Hostage? What was your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear it.
Hold on.
What? What on God's great earth?
By the way, that is a famous DC character. If you've ever played the Arkham games, that's like even a trophy in the game where the
Yeah.
Scarface the puppet. Which
At first I was a little bothered by it, but it grew on me. He had a split personality disorder, and his ventriloquist was a Scarface. Apparently, he's stealing that fucking name from fucking Al Pacino's Scarface movie. Apparently,
well, it's actually from like the comics. In fact, he's in the character. That character is called the ventriloquist, where he uses the puppet as a conduit to rob banks. Which I love. I love that the Riddler thought the Penguin thought that was a real guy. He thought the puppet was the problem, the real problem. And the Riddler's like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Like,
he was only playing ball. He had to play ball to keep them distracted so they can buy themselves more time. But then it's like, I don't have time for this shit.
Bam!
Like just bam, just
Riddler's like, how am I? Riddler's like, how am I the sane one in this equation?
And then Enigma just straight up kills him. He straight up kills him, just like, why would you do that?
Like, he was a ticket. He's holding us hostage with a fucking puppet.
Yeah. Like he was trying to stop us from going off like Run Silent, Run Deep style. Like, what are we doing here?
Since he was a schizo, he's like the Jim Carrey's Me, Myself, and Irene.
Only using a puppet to do his crime.
Yeah, just using
He's
a
like
puppet.
an evil Jeff Dunham.
You see, that's fucking now I didn't come to think of it. Yeah, that's true. He's like the evil Jeff Dunham.
Someone get
kill you.
Someone get Ahmed the dead terrorist.
If he actually became the real terrorist.
That makes me laugh on evil Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Give me your wallet.
Give me your wallet. Silence. I'll kill you.
But this is a Bullock heavy episode, and I appreciated that. He reunites with his old partner Dix. That's an unfortunate name. That's besides the
he
point.
is a cop, so
I did like.
Didn't that actor who was Dix is from the movie Dick, who is also like Dick.
He's also in the Addams Family, the first Addams Family movie with
Julia.
Also, this is actually the first DC appearance in the TV show live action appearance of Calendar Girl, because this Jane Doe is this show's versions of Calendar Girl, which I didn't even know that was a character. I was thinking like a lady version of Hush, but no, this is actually Calendar Girl. That's why I had to show Ryan. Like,
Jane Doe is a character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. She first appeared in Arkham Asylum, Living Hell issue number 1. It was created by Dan Slott and Ryan Sook.
Yeah, and it says it says right here that she is a reimagination of the DC character comic Calendar Girl, who even has the same features with the white. I sent Ryan a picture of the character with the mask on, like of the cartoon. Like, she was in a Batman the animated series, Calendar Girl, which her character, but also her character Jane Doe made an appearance in Gotham Knights, the CW show that got canceled. Ugh.
Remember that show?
Yeah, the show nobody liked.
I never watched it. I only watched it the whole extended.
I heard
trailer
that they got
pilot.
the Court of Owls was really good. I've heard they said they actually got the Court of Owls right. They said that was actually the most shocking thing was they knew what the hell to do with the Court of Owls. That was the only good thing about the show. Everything else, the casting was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this: I like the opening with the one guy from season 1 coming and just killing the 2 guys, and I like how Edward is trying to build a submarine, and I like how the other saying, I will figure everything out because I am the only one working.
That's true. Like, Riddler keeps calling Penguin out because Penguin's just being lazy.
He's the only one working on a submarine by himself from scratch.
I got a henchman. I'm like, what the fuck's a henchman going to do with us? What is that going to do for us? We're leaving, okay? Why do we need a henchman anyway? Also, we're going to have to kill him anyway because how the fuck is he going to fit on the submarine? Because we got Barbara, us, and a newborn baby.
To quote one of the Cybermen from Doctor Who, there is logic in what he says. Twisted logic, but logic.
Like, we're gonna carry this fat motherfucker on the submarine? Like, seriously?
Well, it is a big submarine. I think you could fit like millions of people in that submarine.
No,
It's a
no,
it's
the
a yellow
submarine
submarine.
is not that big. The submarine's not that big.
We all live.
Dude,
in
I've
a
seen the
yellow
submarine in the other episode, dude. It's gigantic, dude.
Yeah, but also it's smaller on the inside. Just it looks a lot bigger on the outside. And also, they got to think about he's building like quarters for like Penguin for them. Also, you got to think about oxygen, dude. Also, because the oxygen, if there's 4 people on there, the more people on there, the less oxygen you have, and they'll suffocate in the submarine. But also,
well, Enigma's smart; he'll figure it out.
he's like, I'm only building that for like 5 people. Like, this fat guy's got to go. Which Riddler's like, don't worry, we'll kill him after we get on submarine. I'm sure Penguin's like, we could shoot in the face after we kill him.
I'm sure that Scarface already took care of that job. So
yeah, they solved their problem, but they're like, we still needed the guy. Also, I do like that this is the first appearance of Scarface and Arthur becoming the ventriloquist. Penguin's looking like I love the look. I sent him a picture of Ryan of him just seeing the puppet, like, what? Like
he looks like an evil version of the puppet from Goosebumps.
Right. I was thinking like this looks like a horror movie puppet.
Yeah.
And the Riddler just saying wonderful, like wonderful. Like,
It was probably just like it's probably like the puppet from Goosebumps' distant cousin.
I like that Bullock revisiting Dix, and I like that Calendar Girl. I actually heard it's Calendar Girl showing up to kill Dix, looking just like him when he pulled out the face. And
I had no idea who that person was. I was assuming that had to be the version of Clayface, but apparently it wasn't. It was a different character. So, yeah.
I actually Googled because I actually had to go. I went on the Wikipedia page and it said, oh, Jane Doe is basically a new original character, but then they said she is a version of this show's version of Calendar Girl, and I'm like, who the fuck is Calendar Girl?
Yeah, I never heard of Calendar Girl. Who the hell is Calendar Girl?
It is literally a Batman villain who literally is a lady who has a face who hides her face in a white porcelain mask, and basically, and I'm like, oh, so basically they just why not just say Calendar Girl? I mean, but I guess because Calendar Man and Calendar Girl, I guess. Here's
the thing. Here's the thing. She's not a popular like A-list villains.
Yeah, she is one of those Z-list Batman villains.
Yeah, so what would that hurt? Nobody knows who Calendar Girl is. Like, what the fuck is Calendar Girl?
Maybe because they don't want to confuse people, thinking like, we might do.
I've heard of Calendar Man. I've heard of Calendar Man because I've read The Long Halloween.
Also, I've seen Suicide Squad, the 2021 version, the
James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Yeah, which I always piss me off whenever you see Sean Gunn as the Calendar Man, and he said like, and they're insulting the freaking the Polka Dot Man. I'm like, dude, you are Calendar Man. How are you insulting him? You're basically your superpower is the day of the week.
I didn't even know that was actually Calendar Man. I didn't know who that. I knew it was Sean Gunn's brother in the movie. I didn't know who the guy was playing.
Calendar Man.
You are on the same level. You're on the same level as the Condiment King. Congratulations.
Yeah, but the day of the week. That is what you do. Okay, the day of the week.
At least Polka Dot Man's powers is more cooler than Calendar Man. The day of the week, motherfucker.
Yeah, if it's a leap year or not. That's what you do.
Is played by the immortal David Dastmalchian. So, like, what's the other guy's excuse?
Yeah. You literally know if it's a leap year. Okay, if we need to know if it's a leap year or not, we'll ask Calendar Man.
If we know it's Groundhog Day, we will go to you.
So like, hey, what
Groundhog
day's Veterans Day?
Again.
Yeah. If we need to know, we need to ask. We'll ask the road questions of if it's a leap year.
If we know when the next comment comes by, you let us know.
Yeah, because it's like that's his knowledge. That is. Imagine him creating this character. Your name is Calendar Man. You know the days of the week. Like, how many days are in a month? That is your big.
Just imagine just making a little small spinoff that James Gunn would make, like Calendar Man with Sean Gunn. Let's see what he knows the day of the week.
Guys, do you know that there are 29 days in February? Oh my God! And they're like, shut the fuck up. Okay, don't.
Sometimes 28. Ooh.
And then we were like, you should. This motherfucker says one more time about how many days of the year are in this.
Or the kid from Scary Movie 3. This talks to the adults at the funeral at the wake. He was like, "It's a boy. He's going to be an asshole. Smoke all you want. You're going to get hit by a bus."
February
That's not fooling anyone.
But
February 14th is Valentine's Day.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, the episode does have Killer Croc.
Yeah, That is, I want to put that. I did I put that in my notes? Alfred and Bruce fighting Killer Croc. Yeah,
That was Killer Croc?
Yeah.
I didn't know it. I didn't even think that was Killer Croc.
yeah, that was Killer Croc.
I just thought it was just some infected, like, monster zombie in the sewer. So I didn't put two and two together.
Then we cast it because in the first 2 episodes it was a black guy. In this one, it's a white guy.
That might be a different character that has
it's in there. It says in this episode it's Killer Croc. It says Alfred.
Did you say Killer Cock?
Killer Croc, yes, Killer Croc.
Killer Cock.
In the
Hey,
porn
different
version,
character of the sewer. Killer Cock.
You what?
And Suicide Squad Triple X.
In the Gotham episode of Triple X.
And Suicide Squad Triple X, it was Killer Cock.
It was Killer Cock.
Killer. No, but Killer Cock.
Oh God, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it
Killer
here?
Cock.
Come on.
Killer Cock. Killer Cock.
Where's the damn
I
thing?
can't right now.
What? Oh no, I'm not. It's
He's the cock of the walk. He's the cock of-
He'll kill Bruce with his cock.
Hey Bruce, he said, "Hey, don't be too cocky, because
Don't be too cocky.
because this kind of killer." It's,
found it.
In my pants.
I was looking for that for so long.
but yeah, Killer Croc that's what, like, they even in 3 images. He says, yeah, but apparently they just recast him. But yeah, that's Killer Croc and everything. That's why they're in the sewers, because he's eating people in the sewers. And so that's what they're hunting down, like him, and which I like seeing Killer Croc in the show. I mean, that's cool. I mean, even though it's like,
Since now you know that there are alligators in the sewers. You did it.
yeah, imagine, which I love Killer Croc, and even though I don't love the movie, he was great. Killer Croc was great in the Suicide
He didn't really
Squad.
do anything in that movie.
He literally at the end swims in the water, and
He
also,
swims in the water, and that's about it.
he kills them
Do
people
shit.
at the beginning, and on top of that, he gets to watch BET at the end.
They even made fun of it in the Lego Batman movie. There's a Killer Croc. I did something.
Which I do like that character though a lot. In the Arkham games, he's fantastic. He actually has a scary mission in the Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, Alfred literally, like, Alfred and Bruce are chasing him down. Alfred, like, Bruce and Alfred are trying to beat him up. Alfred nearly kills Killer Croc by beating him to death, and I'm like, that was insane to me. That was very insane. Like, it's like Alfred's like,
Just murders him.
Alfred nearly kills Killer Croc, which I'm like, why the hell would you go into a sewer anyway? I'm like, it seems like Bruce and Alfred are getting the cool missions in these episodes. Like,
It's like, hey, let's do a little bit of a side mission. They run into Killer Croc. No, I actually stand corrected. It's Killer Cock.
yeah,
There we go.
he's the cock of the walk. Yeah, the Bruce and Alfred.
Don't get too excited, Bruce.
They decide to be very cocky in this episode. But and they eat some Betty Cocker.
Betty Cocker.
Okay, moving on now.
Calendar Girl. I like Calendar Girl posing as Barbara, and they're being like, which one to shoot. Which I like. I put this in my notes. Matt would shoot both just as an opportunity. I say let's shoot both of them as an opportunity.
I mean, I wouldn't shoot both of them since she is with child, so that would be difficult. If she wasn't, then I'd shoot both of them.
Matt's like, well, she actually got a baby. I can't shoot both now, but still.
I'm not a baby killer fucker.
Yeah. Oh my god, I had a joke too. I'm not gonna say it. I was got a joke. But I will say yeah, Matt. So basically, you're not like the T-800. You don't like want to kill babies.
No.
Like Arnold in Terminator 1.
Well, to be fair, she wasn't with child at the time, so
In the second, but once at the end, once they have sex, she is.
You don't have to start having a child until several weeks later, dude. Do your math. What the fuck are you talking about?
But getting back on track, I think this is some of the best work Bullock has ever done. Like, because like Donald Logue's great, but like at the end of the episode, he talks about how he was on a dark path and then he met Jim and like it turned him around. I loved that. That was great.
Yeah.
It feels like they were harkening back to season 1 and just tying up loose ends to his arc about catching up to his past and all the bad things he'd done before he met Jim.
Detective Dix is a part of his.
Yeah.
Is a part of him. Dick is a part of him. Dick is a part of
Dick is a part of them.
I was trying not to get that.
You get fucking killer cock, and then Dick's like her connect.
Oh my god! Like,
but
this is definition. This might as well be the Talking Gotham XXX edition.
I'm just all right. Let me get this out. Okay. No, what I was trying to say, make it actually a wholesome note where Detective Dick, who used to be like who Harvey was, okay, like that used to be because he's a crooked cop, okay, and everything. That's why, like, remember they were hunting down, I believe, the doll maker, not doll maker, but they were hunting down. Remember that serial killer back in season 1, and he's like, that's the reason why he's in a wheelchair now. And they were like, him and Harvey, like, has a past. When Harvey looks at him, he could see. He's like, yeah, you were my mentor, but Jim stopped me from becoming like you, because literally you were a piece of shit cop who literally broke every rule. You didn't play by the book, and I was following the same path as you. In which Dix kind of deserved to get killed at the end because he is not a good person, and I think Harvey
no.
Like, what Dix did to that girl's family, that is like horrible, and
yeah, she wanted revenge on them incriminating her parents.
I do think Calendar Girl taking the form of Harvey and killing was pretty great. I mean, I thought that was really good. And I like that when he looks at Dick. Let me try to get straight.
When he looks at Dick, he's making heavy eye contact to his dick.
I try. It's so hard. This guy is literally. It's okay.
This is why I hate when people give them short name from Richard to Dick. Like, come on, who comes up with this shit?
It's so awful.
Same thing with Dick Grayson, for fuck's sake. She
sorry.
wants to kill you, Dick.
It's all right. Let me try to get this out before, because I'm really trying to be serious about this. When Harvey looks at his old partner, I'm going to
go to scores if you don't straighten up.
I'm trying so hard, Ryan. We're trying. Okay,
yeah, you're trying so hard.
Okay,
you're getting so far, and in the end, it doesn't even matter.
All right, Calendar Girl posing. All right, no. So basically, when he's looking at his old partner, and he sees him dead on the floor, he kind of feels like it's almost like he feels, he feels like not remorse, but at the same time, he feels like, what's that word I'm looking for? When you look at, like, when you feel like a sign of relief, because he kind of
relieved, like he felt like relieved.
He kind of deserved it, because he knows he's like, he kind of deserved to be here.
He feels bad, but at the same time, he knows that he had it coming.
Yes, like that's what I meant. Yes, exactly. He knew he had this coming.
Basically, like karma.
Yeah, and he's like, and then Harvey was like, maybe I did deserve to die. And I like how he confronts Calendar Girl, and they have like a heart to heart. And then when she pulls a gun on him, he was just gonna take her in, but then when he shot, she's like, I'm gonna kill you if you don't kill me. And then she goes, bam, bam, bam. He shot her dead.
When she takes her mask off, it's like she's afraid to show her face. Like she's acting like her face is disfigured. Like, no, your faces look pretty as fine. It looks fine to me.
Emotional scars,
Emotional scar. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, I do like also and Harvey confessing the bullet sends. I also like when Penguin shoots the dummy, and then of course like he goes, Mr. Cobblepot, you free me, and then Riddler goes bam and shoots him in his head, and he says, it's like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
And he goes, he was insane. You really think that? Like, he goes, it was a puppet.
The dude was a psychotic. The dude was fucking unhinged.
Also, if the Riddler really wanted to test Penguin's theory about the mute guy, he would shoot him in the leg and see if he screams. Then it'd be like, you're not really a mute afterwards. Bam. If Bullock and Gordon never showed up, Bullock's old partner would have shot Calendar Girl and killed her, and it would all been over. Because remember, when they knock on the door, he shoots the door. So if she would have just knocked on the door, he would have shot the door and killed her. This would have all been over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Bullock is right. You should be looking for Clayface, because, I mean, how many people do you know, even though Clayface wasn't the villain in this episode? And I'm sorry, but if the city bridges are blown, how the hell are they going into the suburbs? because they have to cross the bridges to get to the suburbs in Gotham.
Yeah.
That made no sense to me. I'm
That
like,
made no sense. Like, dude, the bridge is destroyed. How the hell
It's
did
a
they able to get
state.
across? They can't even swim with the toxics in the water supply right now. You'll turn into killer cock.
that I did not say that one. That was him this time. That shit.
I don't care. I will use that on you every time.
Also, missed opportunity for Gordon to say whatever happened to Baby Jane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a missed opportunity for him to say. I would have told him I would have put that if I was a writer. I'd be like, we're putting that in the script. Also, why would Riddler tell Scarface about the submarine? It just makes. I understand he's leading him on, but at the same time, it's like he's trying to. I know he's trying to forego his life, but at the same time, it's like
He's misleading him.
Like I would never have done that.
Just to buy him more time.
I just think it's also Penguin actually believed the dummy was real, and while the Riddler didn't believe this for a second, he just thought, okay, this is a schizophrenic person with a. But at the same time, he was dead technically.
Yeah, he was already long gone.
It never really establishes is he crazy or was the puppet real.
I'm guessing he was the crazy guy because you've seen his mouth moving when he was moving the puppet's mouth, so it was clearly he was psychotic.
Well, I mean, I don't. Does it, the animated series? Do they even establish? I know they have the ventriloquist. I think in the show, the puppet is just like the mouthpiece, and really the ventriloquist is really the boss. It's just pretends to be. So I don't know. I mean, that's just.
Yeah. He uses the puppet that have the personality and not have him talk to himself back and forth. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So he uses the ventriloquist.
Yeah. Collins, what's your score?
I'm gonna give it 10 dick salute. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna give it. I would say a 7 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I agree. I give it a 7 out of 10. Very solid episode. Even though the sewers were Killer Croc was kind of stupid, but it was kind of a little bit of a pointless side mission with Bruce and Alfred. Even though they
have to do something.
But I know they got to give them something to do. He's got to do his own like Batman in training mission.
Well, I'm going to go 8 because I liked the Bullock stuff like a lot, and so it gives it a little bit extra for me.
Yeah, this is basically more of a closing chapter to Bullock's arc because they got to wrap that up because this is the final season. So of course that he's going to have a centric episode.
Talking about season 5, episode 9, called "The Trial of Jim Gordon." Matt.
You have to snap out of Ivy's spell.
Ivy's given me a purpose.
The episode aired on March 7th, 2019. Gordon tries to negotiate a ceasefire between Gordon's gangs, but is shot by Zsasz and left comatose. As Lee operates on him, Gordon dreams of himself being on trial for his failures in his life and decisions. Bullock discovers Zsasz was acting under Ivy's influence, as she intends to prevent a ramification and rebuild Gotham with her plans. Ivy also hypnotizes Bruce and Lucius into shutting down the Rivers' treatment facility and keeping the water polluted. But Selina frees them and helps stop the shutdown. To get in Gordon's good graces, Barbara blackmails the gang leaders into a ceasefire. Ivy infiltrates the GCPD to kill Gordon, but flees after Lee shoots her. In his final hallucination, Gordon decides to live for Lee and his unborn child. A month later, Gordon and Lee are wed by Bullock and the precinct. While Bruce shares a passionate kiss with Selina, disappointed, Barbara hopes to escape Gotham soon alongside Cobblepot Enigma and keep the baby for herself.
So yeah, this is basically Gotham's A Christmas Carol or Pink Floyd's The Wall. I'll take either argument, but this trial. I'll just get it out of the way now. Like, I liked this episode as a whole, but my big issue is that I didn't like how it was like, oh, Gordon could die, when we literally saw him at the beginning of this season walking down the hallway to fight like Bane's goons. So it's really improper episode placement.
Yeah, it's like we know Gordon's not going to get killed off. That was so stupid. We're watching in this episode and having him as near-death experiences.
Didn't it remind you guys of that episode of the Smallville episode, Lexmas?
Yeah, but Yeah, but did that remind you in the other episode that Jim Gordon had another near-death experience where he's
Yes,
talking to his
I put that in my
father
notes.
and try to give him the closure and try to become the man he is and not trying to be something that he's not? It feels like it's a 2.0 in this episode. I was like, didn't we already do this? Really?
Yeah.
Why are we going back to this again?
I did, although it was cool to have all the cameos from Professor Pig and Scarecrow and the Court of Owls. I thought those cameos were pretty cool, especially you see Professor Pig and then you see the Court of Owls lady and Scarecrow. I thought those were cool.
So this is basically like the Christmas Carol. Then you have the Ivy tried to take over Gotham.
That's the best part of this. This is why I love the hell episode.
This is the better part of the episode. The other part with Gordon, the Gordon stuff with the near-death experience hallucination, I did not like.
I do like, though, Bruce tricking Selena going on a scavenger mission, only when it's really a date. And then getting Penguin to set up a meeting with all the gangs and them agreeing to go to a ceasefire so that way that won't interrupt the unification because the water is going out. They're like, we're going to die of dehydration soon if we don't, hold a ceasefire, because if we have a couple of weeks left of drinking water and then we're done. Which I'm like, can't they still boil water?
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you can go out to the river and just boil it. Even Fox says, I drain so much of the water so that way we can still use it, out of the chemicals. But the thing is, though, because I'm like, you could still. I mean, I'm just saying if they had to, but I'm saying, but I know they don't have that luxury, so a lot of people in the city are going to die. Be like mass deaths. I understand why, but still. Also, Penguin getting set up. Also, Gordon getting shot. I thought that was cool. I didn't expect that. And then Gordon have like a Christmas Carol moment being on trial. It kind of reminded me of the animated episode of Batman, the animated series, where Batman is on trial and his hallucination and Joker's the judge. And you have all the villains are sitting on as the jury of his peers. I thought that was great. I thought that, the idea, I like the idea of that, but I kind of wanted more from the trial of Jim Gordon.
It could have been better. It could have been better.
I do agree.
It just feels like we're going back to this whole thing, like, hey, his failures, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, we've done this already. Why are we repeating the same plot from the other season, dude? And I don't even think I saw that episode in the Batman animated series. It's been a long time since I watched the show and I don't remember it.
I believe what happened was that when they were writing the Harvey Bullock last episode, I believe they're like, well, Gordon needs like a epiphany episode. Since Bullock's getting his closure, we need Gordon to have his closure. And so I think that's why they made this episode.
I understand that, but he already had closure many seasons ago. He already had it.
Yeah, but they're like, we want to do it this season's closure,
I just think that's so stupid to me.
I agree.
Why?
I mean, I'm just saying, I think that was
that was pointless. Like, why? We've already done this.
I do like Bullock when he hit Penguin in the face and said he said he did, in which the Penguin's like, I didn't do it. And it's saying,
it's funny when he put he socked in Penguin's face. I thought that was pretty funny.
I love Ivy returning to collect Bruce and saying if he doesn't come, the mutant. And then the mutant leader just shows up out of nowhere. She hypnotized me, says kill her. And then he goes, and then he says, Bruce.
I keep forgetting that Zaz in the one of the mutant gang just was under the influence from Ivy. Yeah, they were under the influence from Ivy. At first, I thought that Zaz was trying to sell the score with Jim, but apparently, no, it wasn't the case. He was under the influence from Ivy.
The second he said, "Oh, I'm a vegan now," and I'm like, "Why would he become a vegan?" And I'm like, he starts smelling the rose. I'm like, which I love. Harvey was like interrogating him, and he goes, "Are you high?" Because he's saying weird shit.
Are you high?
Yeah, and I like that she hypnotized Zaz, being like, and then getting him to shoot Jim Gordon, and he's like. And then, of course, Alfred, and then he starts shooting up the GCP. He goes back to the GCP to shoot it up. He goes, I'm going to kill any cop that doesn't get out of my way. Thank you. And then Alfred shows up and goes, bam.
I hear you're looking for Jim Gordon. Great stuff.
Also, I love Selena the rematch with the mutant leader.
Yeah.
Her greatest enemy is a mutant leader. That is her greatest enemy.
Might as well be her arch nemesis, the mutant leader.
It took me a second to figure out who that was because he walks in there with the craziest look, like the Cyclops glasses, the mohawk. He's got the tattoos. I'm just sitting there like, whose man's is this? And
you look like he was coming off of a cosplay from Borderlands.
I agree. Which, yeah, by the way, but yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the mutant leader. I'm like, oh yeah, they do bring back the mutant leaders, not just a cameo. I'm like, yeah, they do. I forgot a lot of this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, they do. I will say, they're wrapping up a lot of stuff that I forgot about.
Especially when you're doing 12 episodes, you have to tie up every loose ends of the show.
I'm glad that they are on a lot of stuff because I'm like, this is like, I would never have thought we were going to see Ivy or the mutant leader again. I'm like, oh yeah, Ivy does.
I figured we would see Ivy. I actually figured that we were going to see Ivy in the later episodes, but I didn't think we were going to see the mutant leader. I didn't think we were going to see him again.
Was even in the freaking episode. I'm like, what? Killer Croc?
Yeah, Killer Croc. Like, what the fuck? I didn't even know that was Killer Croc in the first place. I didn't even put two and two together. I thought like that this looked like a different.
Google literally had to tell me that. Google had to tell me because I didn't. Google had. I will say, Ivy sending a police officer to. I love that his ass is saying to the cop, "Don't worry, you'll find someone to look at you the way Ivy looks at me." And then the cop comes in there and just shoots the guy in the head. And he goes, and then Zaz goes, and he says, "Well," he says. Maybe not. He goes, maybe. That made me laugh. That made me chuckle when Zaz is being interrogated. The cop's sitting there, and Zaz is like, "Don't worry. I hope one day you'll find a woman to look at you the way Ivy looks at me." And then a female cop comes in and shoots the cop in the head. And then he goes, "Maybe not. Spoke
too soon."
It's like, and then Ivy comes in there, and then I love her like touching Zaz, and then he's like. And he goes, "You failed to kill Jim Gordon." And he goes, "Don't worry, I could try again. I'll get him this time." And then he goes, "No, I want you to distract you." And then the cop pulls a bunch of guns out, and he goes, "I want you to distract the cops while I kill Jim Gordon." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, I also love Barbara poisoning the drinks of all the gang members and telling them they're going to make a truce or else it's going to die in 48 hours. And then the one guy goes, "Why should we believe you?" "Well, because you had 2 of those drinks and you'll be dead any second now." And he goes, he said, "Now the rest of you, since you only have one," he says, "you got 48 hours. I thought that was so good. And I also love Zaz shooting at the police station, distracting him. One thing I love is when Lee is in the morgue with Alfred and how Ivy knocks Alfred out. And then Ivy just like a boss walks into the morgue and then Lee just looks, and then Lee's just like in fear, just sees her walk and looks at Jim Gordon. And he goes, she goes, "Zaz." He said, "Zaz did." I'm paraphrasing what she said is, he says, "Zaz did succeed after all." And then she looks over at Barbara and goes, "I guess I'll have to kill you now." Yeah. Which Barbara Lee is just terrified. It's like, oh shit. Like I was like even fearing for her life. I'm like, oh my god, like Lee, she's gonna kill you. Like this is like, I love this version of Poison Ivy. This is my favorite version of Poison Ivy because she's so good in this role.
Yeah.
She actually has fear, puts fear. She's not a joke, and she's not just saying lines that sound like a porn star said them, like in Batman and Robin.
Honestly, this and the animated series Poison Ivy are the best Poison Ivies.
Yeah, because
even in the Arkham games too.
I like that Poison Ivy, but what I like about her Ivy is that she is evil. Like she is pure evil. She wants to kill every human being on this planet. She says, "I'm gonna," like the whole point. She wants Bruce and Fox. She hypnotized them to tell them, "Corrupt the water, because I'm gonna kill every single human being in Gotham."
Yeah, she thought that the Ace chemicals would definitely make the difference.
That honestly, that right there is evil. That she's like, "I'm gonna poison your water supply fully, and you're not gonna." I thought that was like just that way I can repopulate the Gotham.
So she can repopulate with full of plants in the wildlife of Gotham.
I thought that was evil, and I loved it. I thought that was so well done. I like that. Honestly, was really cool. And all you gotta do is have her be full of green with red hair. Then she's the real Poison Ivy. Well, she has dark red hair in the show.
I know she has red hair, but right now she's not full of green. So yeah.
Which I like Lee fighting Ivy, and then she shoots her in the chest. She's like, "Bam!" Because she's just trying to. And then Ivy,
but she don't even go down.
Yeah, she's like, because she got so much to pop. Her whole entire blood stream is made of poison. Like she is like, her body is more like saying, like, "You go ahead, shoot me. My plants will just heal me." And she shoots her, and then of course she takes the thing that's going to save Gordon and just throws it on the ground. Like she threw it on the ground. I love all the cameos. And I like Harvey knocking Harvey. I thought Ryan appreciated this one. Harvey puts on a bomb squad outfit and then confronts Zaz.
That was so random. Like you're putting on the bomb squad suit.
And then he goes down, then he gets back up and charges at Zaz. Ah!
That's like another version of what the Riddler did in the a couple episodes ago when he was wearing the bomb suit.
That's where he got the idea from. I'm gonna go put a bomb squad outfit on.
I'm gonna put a bomb squad outfit on to take down his ass.
Like that's going to help. Congratulations.
I like that Selena like fights Bruce, her versus Bruce, and she wins. And then I like how Bruce is trying to talk Fox down of Ivy's hypnosis, and Selena say, "We don't have time for this." And she goes up and kicks him.
The only way to snap out of your hypnosis is just that you hit him hard in the head. It feels like they took notes from the Avengers. Remember when Natasha knocks Bart out, and that's how he snaps out of it. Hits you hard in the head.
I do like, and also how it ends with Jim and Lee getting married.
Yeah, they did it like a 1 month time jump for the whole wedding ceremony at the GCPD precinct.
I honestly kind of liked all the trials stuff. Like I maybe I just have a soft spot for this kind of thing, but it's like Trial of Batman, like in the animated series, Trial of Jim Gordon here, like Ben McKenzie basically playing evil version of himself. And like him, like also on the stand, and like the electric chair afterwards. I don't know. I dug this. I really did.
I'm sorry, but wouldn't you get a trial if you're getting a trial? Even in your own head, you would have a lawyer. I mean, so he should have got a lawyer, and also he should be judged by a jury of his peers. There's no jury.
In Limbo, you don't.
You had the right to be an attorney.
You have the right to be an attorney.
You do have the right to be an attorney if you want to.
He's not representing himself. He's representing. I'm just saying, like he doesn't even get to say it's not even a fair trial either. It's just like every time he tries to say something, they want to hold him in contempt.
Yep.
I think it was a missed opportunity not to have Jeremiah be the judge.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Matt would hate this sitcom, Lee and Barbara raising a kid together.
Oh God, I would hate it. that would be like the cheap fucking knockoff of the sitcom with the Riddler and Penguin and Barbara. It'd be like Gotham's Full House.
Also, I like Jim's morality complex stuff. Like I feel like when Jim got, I don't like the Jim. Like I feel like when Jim just got juiced, he saw his dead. Like remember the last time he got juiced, he saw his dead dad and all this stuff about him. Like we've been through this. That's why.
Yeah, I know that. I brought this up a couple of times. Like, we've already done this. He already had closure. He had a closure from his father, and then he started to get his head out of the cloud and become the man he's supposed to be. That was already closed off for that arc, and then feel like they're recycling the same thing again.
Also, I honestly just hate that Barbara then gets mad that Jim's getting married. I just think that's so stupid. She's like, "Oh, I am so angry now, Jim."
Well, she was trying to get back into his good grace. Well, she was literally trying to get him back into his good graces and thought that he would go back to her. But it's like, nope, not going to happen.
That ship has sailed.
The freight train's left the station.
Yeah.
He's like, I fucked you because I lost hope in humanity. Turns out I didn't. I regained the humanity. It was just basically a booty call. It's like
it was a booty call.
It was just a booty call.
It was just a booty call.
Yeah.
Friends with no benefits.
Because you gave me crabs.
Friends with limited benefits.
So yeah. Scale of 1 to 10. Okay. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I give it a 7.5.
I'm siding with Collins. I'm gonna go 8. Give it a little extra because I did like the trial stuff, and the Jim Lee connection is officially a thing. It took him long enough.
Jim Lee. I never thought of that. Jim Lee.
Fucking oh God, Jim Lee. Oh, why did I not think of it? Oh God. Now fuck Jim Lee connection.
Jim Lee must have watched that and swam like, finally someone gets me.
Finally they get me.
Shout out to the comic book writer Jim Lee. You are very talented. But what did you think of these
Nicest
2
guy in
episodes?
the world, by the way. I've heard people say he's the nicest guy in the world. Like he's one of the nicest.
Let us know about these episodes in the comments. Love to read what you have to say. Collins, tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me at 3D Jake, real 3D Jake, where by the time this comes out, my review for Spider-Man Brand New Day will hit. And revamped my channel and it's looking great. People are it's now very, very sexy and people might think I'm a dick because it's
At least it's not called 3D movie cinema this time. It's 3D Jake now.
Yeah, well, actually, it says real.
Hey, why did you call it movie cinema? It's the same thing.
I know. That's the shit I used to get from that people. Like, why is it called 3D movies? Yeah, you never talk about 3D movies either, and I'm like, it's just a fucking name, bro. It's not like not. It's like making a movie called Waiting for Superman, and it's nothing to do with Superman. It just does that about underfunded schools.
Exactly.
Matt, where can the people find you?
You can find my YouTube channel at MattY92. I put up my non-spoiler review for Spider-Man Brand New Day. You can check out my full reaction to the Star Wars fan film from Star Wars Theory, Vader Episode 2, Echoes of the Jedi, so definitely check that out. And I put up the latest X-Men 97 where Jake and I covered episodes 7 and 8. That's up on the channel too. We will start recording episodes 9 and 10 very soon for the finale of season 1.
Yep, all the links down below. Subscribe to us over at Small Zero. Subscribe to both of these guys. As far as this channel goes, 1996 project is ongoing. I have a couple mini series planned, one for the month of August and one for September. One's a road to and one's a month dedicated to a director who has got a new movie coming out.
Eli Roth project.
No, it is not. But my friend Russell and I have been, Russell Howell and I have been talking, and I think we're going to do like a video together on it. But we have been covering the Friday the 13th movies on Fridays, so be on the lookout for all that and all the content coming forward on this channel. But one thing
I forgot to mention, that Ryan and we collabed on his channel to do a spoiler discussion for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Definitely check that out on Ryan's personal channel.
Yeah, thank you. I would have missed that too. Yeah, the replay of that is now up on the channel.
I watched it. It's very insightful. I really think it was a great review. I honestly, I didn't catch it live, but I watched the replay of it and I thought it was really cool. I think you guys, if you really want to hear a great insight on Spider-Man, I think you should really watch the movie.
Well, thank you very much for that. But for Collins, for Matt, my name is Ryan Cam. There are no streets in Gotham because they're pretty much just a wreck. My name is Ryan Cam. We will see you all in the next one. Play that funky outro.
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie.
Jesse Jackson for VP.